I'm Sean.
And I'm Ollie.
And this is Melbourne. Not all of it, just a little tiny part of it. And we're going to be showing you a lot more of the things that you can do and see here. This is how much we've spent in the last 2 days in Melbourne.
But we don't know that yet.
We don't know what we spent it on, but we do know some of the things that we're going to be doing here. Like, we have an incredible hotel at the moment, and breakfast is just,
sublime.
Look at this picture. That was our breakfast this morning. And we're going to be showing you this hotel. We're going to be showing you, what tour are we doing?
It's a graffiti and coffee tour.
And we're going to be showing you some great graffiti and some amazing
And this is probably the most glamorous episode you're going to get.
Oh yeah.
Of this travel, because this is the only time we're spending money.
Yeah, we're normally budget backpackers, but this time we've got...
It's my late 30th birthday present.
Yes. And our Christmas present from your dad as well.
Yes.
That's what the tour is. But anyway, we're going to be showing you some cool things to do in Melbourne. And if you're wondering why I've got a bit of a deep voice and Holly's looking a bit on the...
Wow.
It's because we are severely jet lagged and we've just got here after amazing journey.
We travelled for 46 hours.
And if you want to watch that, just check out the last video on our channel. But we're going to be showing you Melbourne now. Let's go and have a look around before our tour.
I love how you were saying it like a local, by the way.
What?
I'm going to show you, look at your face, Sean. I'm going to show you Melbourne. Melbourne, for anyone who...
Melbourne.
Who reads a map as it comes, but it's Melbourne.
Oh, I was just saying how warm it is right now. It is, what was it, 26 degrees? Yeah, and it's very warm. Oh, look at how stunning these buildings are. So this is Melbourne. It's so nice to see so many different kind of buildings. We went through China on the airport, didn't we?
Yeah.
And all the buildings looked like, as you flew in, they looked so
identical,
same.
Yeah.
And it's so... one thing they say about Melbourne is it's very like arty sort of city. Anyway, we are here at the Queen Victoria Market, and we're gonna have a little look around. I don't know anything about this place. Do you?
I just seen that it opens from 6 in the morning.
All right, let's have a little look. Looks like market stalls and nice.
Kind of looks like the one in Albania.
It does, doesn't it? So that was the market. It's actually quite impressive how big it was and how much stuff they had there.
And I feel like we didn't see it all.
No, definitely not. But it's quite cheap as well. I say cheap, it's good for some touristy stuff if you want.
To be fair, you could get like, what was it, 9 magnets for $15?
Yeah.
That's good.
That's good, yeah. There's obviously knockoff t-shirts there. I don't think they're official Taylor Swift merchandise.
It's your typical market, really.
Yeah. We're going to walk into the food hall now and see what that's like.
Because we love a food hall.
Probably not going to eat anything.
No, we need to explore where we're having dinner, so...
Oh, yes.
Oh, it's also air conditioning.
Yes, nice.
That's the one thing that's good about travelling somewhere that's used to hot weather.
Also, the toilets here. You know, I like a good toilet. I haven't been in them first.
No, they're prepared for it here.
Yeah.
At home, it's... Oh, if it's this hot, it's just...
Oh, look at that.
Deal with it.
Oh.
Oh, they do dirty chai lattes. I've seen chai here so much.
Yes.
And I am very appreciative of it. Well,
nice.
it's kind of like the inside bit of Camden Market. Do you know what I'm talking about?
It's not as big as I thought it was. There's not much here, is there?
No, I think it's...
More around the side?
Yeah. Toilets are there.
What's that?
Oh.
That's it.
Summer night market. In December. Oh yeah, of course. Moron. It's like, what? Summer? December? Nah, that doesn't add up.
Right, anyway. Next time you're going to see us, we'll be walking towards... Well, next time you see us, we'll be on the tour. If we can film there. So, I'll see you in a second. Here we are. We're at Fitzroy's Town Hall. And we're about to show you some of this local area. Some graffiti and some coffee. How excited are you, Holly?
I am, it's just very warm.
Very sweaty and warm though. So this is the coffee and street art tour. It was fantastic.
It was.
And so let's talk a bit about the tour, because obviously I couldn't film the whole tour because that's a little bit weird to just be like,
It was a private tour.
Yeah, I'm going to copy your tour and just like film it because it's as much as it is a private tour. I don't want to steal his tour because that's what would have been done. So let's talk about it and explain why it was a great tour.
It was.
So it started with a guy called Tristan, and he was working for the company Intrepid Travel, and we got this from Viator.
For Christmas present.
Yes, and it was from
my dad. And my stepmom.
And it was lovely. It was really nice because we hadn't got any plans for
It was really nice
Melbourne.
Coming to somewhere new and your first full day in the city was planned for you.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't have to wake up severely jet lagged and think about what we needed to do and plan it out. It was done.
So the tour itself was starting with us. It literally started us going to a coffee house, and we tried our first ever.
Yeah, we got introduced to
Magic coffee.
A local term.
Yeah.
Would be called magic coffee, which worked like magic, no pun intended. For someone who was exhausted, it hit the spot.
Yeah, so what is magic coffee?
It's smaller than a flat white. It's called a magic coffee because it's meant to be the magic combination of them both. So it's basically a 50-50 coffee. It's espresso and milk.
It's stronger, but it's like also not too much like heavy, so you can just go out after and you can kind of. It's not quite an espresso shot, but it's still a drink.
It's good.
It's good. So after that, we went and saw some of the graffiti work, and he explained all the different artists, and he told us what to look out for. And he was like, he had a phone, and he showed us like.
And we got to see an original Smug, and Smug's an artist that's all over Glasgow and resides there.
Smug,
it's really cool.
Yeah, Smug's was fantastic because it was one of the things that
you can tell it's his work.
And it was apparently it was a self-portrait.
Yes.
So that's what Smug.
Because we've always wondered what he looked like. We never knew.
Yeah. Didn't know male or female. I didn't really know.
I knew it was he.
But we saw.
We were in the area first of all before Sean rambles on. We were in the area of Fitzroy and Collingwood, and they're two suburbs of Melbourne, and he described them as they were seen as like slums at one point. Like they're now gentrified and they're putting a lot of money into the area, but back in the day, I think they wanted to.
So there was a lot of. They were the first outskirts of Melbourne, and it was just a place where people could go to work in Melbourne, and then they end up building factories, especially more in the Collingwood side. Is that correct?
I believe so. It's more industrial, yeah.
And so it's more of industrial, and still the buildings are still there, and they're still using the same buildings, but they're using them for different things.
It's nice that they don't, like, throughout this entire tour, I don't know, you'll see it possibly in clips that Sean's got, they don't change everything. Like you were saying, and a building could look, to the blind eye, run down.
Yeah.
But it's an institution of the area, and it's cool that it's untouched because it's got such history with it.
We also saw, was it the tallest building in Australia?
It once was the tallest building in Australia, yeah.
It's like four or five
We're
floors.
higher now in this apartment.
That's mad. Let's think of something.
Yeah.
We also saw a massive graffiti artwork up the side of a
multi-storey flats.
It's beautiful because it's got the people that actually live in the flats on the side of it, and he explained it as the kid. There's a picture of a kid on there.
He was 7 years old at the time.
Yeah. He would have after having his face, and I mean when I say his face, it's huge on the side of a building. He'd have went to school. He'd have been like, oh yeah, I'm famous. I'm on the side of the building.
Yeah.
And it's so cool. All of the people on the side of the building all have all immigrants. Are they immigrants or they had?
They're immigrants or they're Aboriginal or they're.
They had a story behind them. And they kind of that artwork on the building was to say that because they're community flats. What do they call them? Community homes here or?
Oh, I don't know.
Government housing or something like that.
State housing they call it, I think.
Yeah, and it's just to say these state housing are great. Do keep them because there was a big thing about
they wanted to get rid of them
and privatise it all, and it's very political as well. And then we learned about the bars in the area. There's so many cool bars.
A lot of dive bars.
there was this one dive bar that people protested to keep it because it was such an iconic location. What was that one called? Do you remember?
Oh.
Anyway, here's the photo of it.
But it's the perfect example of what I was talking about earlier. It looks like a rundown bar, but it's got live music on, like Thursday to Sunday. And it then got bought over by the community, so now the community owns the bar. It's a trust of the area, and it's fantastic. And the other, we looked at the oldest graffiti in the area, and that was, do you remember that one? Keith Harris? Keith Haring.
Haring, sorry.
Yeah, it was Keith Haring's work, yeah.
Yeah, and it's...
And it was, he got the kids that were from the technical school, yeah. Technical school, yeah. Who were seen as, like, you know, down and outs and weren't worth much at the time in society, and spoke down to a lot, and often came from Salvation Army homes, and he got them involved. And there's, I think he said there was an interview or something where they spoke about how Keith Haring taking a chance on them was the first time that an adult had ever trusted them to do something. And they were just getting the paint or painting the yellow background. Yeah. And, so this painting at one point, over time, was it 50 years? Oh, I can't remember. It's old. It's old, and it kind of fell apart. And he said that the community again found the paints and they repainted it and got it like a proper artist to do it all. And I think from what I could gather, there's a massive sense of community within the street art artists in Melbourne. They all kind of support each other, but also there's the senior ones who have been doing it for years and years and years. And if there's a new person coming on the scene and they do something wrong, like painting over someone else's art, they will be held accountable by the artist, which is really cool as well. Another thing was it chucked it down the entire time. Yes. Like, we got there and he gave us forewarning, you know, that there's a thunderstorm coming in. And we're like, a bit of rain's fine. We'd already made the decision not to pack our rain jackets because, you know, we're hardened members of society who have lived in the wettest place in the UK. And also, I'm Glaswegian. Yes, no rain can stop us. Yeah, it came down. Not sugar, you will not melt. Like, that's the way I was brought up. Your clothes are still wet, and we're going to have to fly with wet clothes now. We walked for 4 hours, 3.5 hours, and it was raining cats and dogs the entire time. And we were all in t-shirts, like all three of us, including the tour. But it was still in good spirits as well. He kept checking in with us, fair enough, and was like, "Are you all right? You sure you want to go on?" And we're like, "Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We're already wet, like." Sun cream isn't, you know, running down my face and into my eyes at this point. But I'm like, yeah, keep going, it's fine. It's fine, yeah. We also pretty much planned today. Yes. So another thing that Tristan done, he gave us he said, he's got this, I said to him, do you know a place where we can get this? Sean wanted to know where a good parmy was, and it turns out they call it a parma in Melbourne, not parmy. So he showed himself up with that as well. Yeah. And anyway, he gave us a list of like what things we can do today, and like different coffee shops and restaurants and where to get the best parma. And that's what we planned today. We've got some really good things to do today. And we're going to quickly have breakfast, but I'm going to quickly show you around the hotel beforehand. Well, show you what our room looks like and show you the breakfast. And so we'll see what happens from there. Yeah, let's hope today isn't as wet as yesterday. Probably it's going to be. Yeah. So there you go, guys, that's our fantastic breakfast. We had one yesterday here and it's brilliant. Just quickly though, as you can see outside, it is raining. Come all the way to Australia and it's still raining. It's raining cats and dogs. It was raining yesterday, as you know.
spoke about that, and we also spoke about the fact that Tristan gave us a load of places to go see and lots of recommendations today. He technically planned our day for today.
He knew it was going to be miserable weather and gave us like coffee shops and stuff like that.
So we're going to head down to see some more graffiti for you guys, which is pretty cool, in ACDC Lane.
Hosier Lane.
Hosier Lane, cool. And then we're also going to probably show you some shopping malls. Don't know if I'm recording there though. Coffee shops and some other things. Hopefully, if the weather picks up, we might go down to St Kilda. It might not. Let's just see how it goes. Isn't that right, Holly?
Yes.
Well, I'm going to put the camera away because we're in a nice, posh, swanky restaurant. No? Anyway.
That's one seriously jakey looking pigeon. That's seen some.
Jakey looking pigeon.
That's had a hard life.
Hard paper round. So we're now heading down to St Kilda. The rain has kept off for a bit. We can't promise it's going to be off the whole day, but we think it's not going to. We think it's going to. We're going to end up at a beach getting wet.
So it wasn't raining the entire time we were on the tram. As soon as we stepped off the tram, this happens. What a joke! Like, I'm hiding under a bus stop. Sean's over here. Hiding under a tree. Get absolutely soaked.
Yeah, we're currently standing on a bus shelter right now, and it hadn't rained the whole time on the tram, had it? And then Holly got a lovely video of me standing outside.
Sean decided to hide under a tree, and I was like, "Nah, that's not enough. That's not enough coverage. I need shelter."
So anyway, let's go for a walk. It's kind of stopped now. Actually, it's.
What's happened all day today though is I've thought in my head, "Oh, it's nice. It's not raining," and then like a second later, as soon as the thought processes in my head, it just downpours.
It's all right. We're in a lovely beach now. And also the tide's in as well, so it just makes it even better. Yeah, anyway, we're going to show you St Kilda and show you what it's like in the rain. So one thing you can do at St Kilda is Luna Park, which is currently closed. So here you go, Holly, this is your first look at an Australian beach. Are you impressed?
Looks like Troon.
Water's not the nicest either. Brown. So we're a little bit underwhelmed by the whole St Kilda Beach area. Melbourne's beautiful. I'm not saying it's not a nice place. I think it's just the rain that's really like let us down. Okay, I found the better part of St Kilda. This is just like the high street area, I suppose. There's quite nice little bars, coffee shops, cake places. Yeah, it's quite nice down here. This is the sort of area I wanted to see. Actually, so I take back my whole hating on St Kilda, so don't hate them too much. But let's look at this bakery. Ooh, bakery. Look at that.
Yeah, they look incredible to be fair. Mocha and caramel slice.
So good, right. Right, so anyway, I'm not going to show you all around this shopping centre because it's a shopping centre. What we will do is show you what we have to eat next because Holly needs to try a Parma. Isn't that right? Anyway, right, I'm going to shut this camera off now. So here you guys, as promised, here's our food. We actually went to this place called Soul Origin, but this isn't in, where were we last?
St Kilda.
St Kilda, but we're now in the
BD, not PD, as Sean keeps calling it.
Yeah. I'm not going to show you around. This is shops. You'll get bored of that. We will show you our dinner tonight and anything else interesting we have.
And Sean and I got the same thing, but I got mine in a panini and Sean got his in a wrap.
Which is schnitzel sauce, which is probably what we're going to have later. But
it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
Good.
So we had our food, and now we're having some more food. We finished it. We did go shopping in between. We're not just eating all the time. And we're going to finish this video actually where we started the video, at the Vic Market. So what do they call it?
Yeah, Vic Market.
Vic. And today, it being Wednesday, there's a night market. So we're going to see all the food vans and get some bits to eat. So we'll show you that now. So we end up going to a Greek place, which...
as you know, we love a kebab.
Yeah, good old kebab. I got a lamb kebab and Holly got a chicken one, and they look delicious. $48 though. It's not cheap, but yeah.
Any other place, when I was looking at going out for a meal, it's like $32 a dish.
Yeah, and it looks good.
That cost us 24 quid.
It's not bad, 12 quid each then. That's all right. We're going to have these, and then we're going to probably get a dessert if we've got room. It's good.
Full.
Yeah, it was so good, wasn't it?
Oh no, I've got like a pain, I'm that full.
It is super busy here though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's crazy. But yeah, food was good. You said you had a couple of tips for people.
Bring a Tupperware dish. Honestly, the portions are massive.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you might be daunted by price.
But yeah, you get a lot for your money. This here is the second most popular, I'd say, and the one we got was probably the most popular. But this is just a stick kebab. Anyway, it's quite nice that we finished here because this is where we started. But we got one last thing that we need to do today, and that involves Holly and a Polaroid. If you watched us travel around Europe, you already know what's coming. But we like to finish off the video by kind of talking about what we've done.
Video?
Yeah, this video is going to be ending.
Oh yeah.
So Holly here is doing a Polaroid picture of a man with a giant carrot. It was a graffiti picture that we saw on our trip, but there's a story
My fingernail is manky.
behind the man and the carrot.
Yeah, he brought it in a charity shop because he thought it'd be funny to have a laugh with his grandkids, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then he saw that people were smiling at him.
Yeah.
When they saw him with it, so he decided, because he was retired, just to walk about the streets of Melbourne carrying a carrot.
And yeah, he's now an iconic figure of Melbourne. So we've kind of trying to link the two of the most iconic things for our trip together, which is the man with the carrot and Queen Victoria Market, which has been two of our most favourite things in Melbourne. And Holly's picture is right here, and it looks fantastic. If you want to see more of Holly's pictures, then check out Happily Holidays. It's on Instagram, and it's all of Holly's Instagram shots for all of this trip. So make sure you check it out, follow it. And if you want to see more of us, we're in Perth next. Actually, we've actually got a podcast out tomorrow, and we just talk about like our life so far of travellers, and it's a bit about like our travel troubles. It's our travel podcast. But check out other videos on this channel, subscribe, like, and I'll see you again soon.